Tony Nicklinson's many supporters will have found this verdict from the court as cruel as he and his wife evidently did. This man can do nothing more than blink after all and wants his life to end. But the law here says it cannot.
Disappointed. As you can see from Tony's reaction, he's absolutely heartbroken. It's we always knew it was a big ask, but we've always hoped that the judges would see sense, and quite plainly they haven't.
The judges decided it wasn't for them to change the law to allow people like Tony Nicklinson the right to die. Instead, they said it should be up to the politicians. Yet the politicians seem to find the whole thing too difficult to tackle. So it's limbo. The fact is that this verdict was never really likely to go Mr. Nicklinson's way, but the decision here does leave him and his family with the cruelest of choices, either to carry on with things as they are, a life which Mr. Nicklinson himself sees as unbearable, or perhaps to go to Switzerland where his life could be taken from him. But if his family were to do that, then the state could accuse them of aiding his murder, and under British law, that carries a mandatory life sentence. The debate that Britain can't face is this. Some believe that the terminally ill may be helped on their way because they're about to die anyway, but those with severe disabilities, like Tony Nicklinson, should not be given the same rights.
What we wouldn't want to see is a law created that enables non-dying disabled people to have assistance to die. We don't think it's appropriate for the society that we live in. We don't think whilst there's sympathy, there isn't clear support for a change in law along those lines.
Yet libertarians argue that Mr. Nicklinson, whose mind is as sound as it was before his stroke, should be the one and only person to determine what becomes of him. What business is it of the law to decide if his life still has a value?
In cases like Tony's, it's wrong for the state to act to deny him those wishes. He is a person, a whole person, with his own desires, who's choosing freely, and that needs to be respected. The state shouldn't step in and say, no, you must continue to suffer, you can't be allowed to die, and anyone who helps you will be punished after you're gone. That's not acceptable.
The Nicklinsons have said they will appeal against this judgment, but it's unlikely they'll succeed. It was left to Tony Nicklinson himself to ask the question at the heart of this. Who controls a life? Is it you or the state? Laurence Lee, Al Jazeera, in London.